Welcome to Torque Sport.
Hello everybody, Gianni here from TalkSport and welcome to a very sunny summer's day in England. So yeah, as you probably know from the title, I have indeed sold the Fiesta. But what for, might you be asking? Well, this is actually a very controversial car to own instead of the Fiesta. But for me, getting rid of the Fiesta was just to free up some money, because it was too nice a condition to do too much more than I'd already done to it, so I felt like I was sort of at a bit of a wall with it. So it was time to move on. Now, I didn't intend to get this car that I'm about to show you, but it came in as a Part X for a very good price. I couldn't really refuse, and plus it's something else that will actually probably gain a little bit of interest on the channel. And I can see why people love these cars. But yeah, I won't waffle on too much and I'll show you exactly what it is now. So yes everyone, as you would have seen, this is my 2005 Skoda Fabia Mk1 VRS 1.9 TDI PD130. And those of you that will know that's quite a legendary diesel engine. This is the ASZ variant, which is also, so I'm told, quite a good variant. As I say, I fully did not intend to have this car, but it just kind of worked out how it worked out. I'll talk to you a little bit more about it and what's been done to it and just sort of spec on the car and whatnot. So straight off the bat, I think this had the original fabric grey seats, which those of you that know these cars will probably know it's had. These could do with a proper clean really, but they've been replaced with black leather. I don't ever recall seeing any with this white sort of leather material in the centre of these. Be sure to tell me if they're hard to find, rare, or even just been custom made, because I am not sure. As I said, I have already changed the mats in these because they were a bit old and used, to say the least. And the all important part of this car, which you might have already picked up on, 165,000 miles, coming up to 166,000. Now, yes, that is a lot of miles, but is it a lot of miles for a PD? Well, who knows? I guess we'll find out in our journey to come with this car. But I'll run you through some mods and what's been done now, because actually it's had a decent amount done to it already. So yeah, I won't bore you with walking around the car too much, because obviously you've already seen around it. But yes, the wheels definitely need doing. Whether I redo these or get some completely different, I don't know, maybe let me know down below in the comments. Also yes, getting rid of these tyres and that, again, like joy roads and that, we'll delete them. Again, the ride height, I think we have to do something about that, don't we guys? But the reason I'm actually down here for is because, as you can see, the brakes are actually quite of decent size. Now that is because these, I believe, have not like a big brake kit, but 312mm discs and calipers from Audi TT Mk1. So yeah, I believe they're 312mm. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but that makes quite a nice difference, I'm sure, to braking. I don't know what these are like completely standard for braking, but they feel pretty decent. It's not a heavy car by any means, but you know, it's more than good enough. Also, additionally, whilst we're around the front, the previous owner, just before actually trading this in Part X for my Fiesta ST, had the front end resprayed, and it's actually, I don't know if it picks up very well on camera, but it's actually had quite a good job done. So actually is, for being a red car and an old car, I imagine this was probably pink before we resprayed it, but actually it's in quite good condition. The only thing paint-wise, in my opinion, that I wouldn't mind doing is sorting out this lacquer peel on top. Now, it might be a case of I can just sand off this lacquer and sort of re-lacquer it and get away without actually needing to paint it. So that's probably something I'll try in a video later down the line. And that includes the spoiler, but this will probably be a take-off job and sort of repaint. To my knowledge, and you can probably quite clearly see given by the ride height, I don't believe there's actually any suspension work or anything done to this at all, which again is something that I will probably sort out and do in the future. Probably just some cheaper coilovers like max speed rods or joms, anything like that. I'm not, I'm not going too mad with this because it was a cheap car. Now it does have an Ultra Sport exhaust, which I believe is just like an eBay exhaust, and it does actually sound quite nice. I'll give you a sound clip now. Now again guys, moving on to an all important part, the heart of the car, which is the engine. And actually it's really quite tidy in the bay in itself, which is always normally a giveaway on what the car's going to look like rust wise, etc. It looks like this fuel filter thing's been changed fairly recently because it's still shiny. Normally they're really not shiny. The alternator I believe has been done. Looking at that, it all looks quite new as well with the belt. It does need, however, a rocker cover gasket due to a little bit of seepage under there. Although I'll quickly pull this off, it's really nothing major at all. Literally just a teeny bit there. So yeah, it has the N75 Simplify thing, which just eliminates some reliability issues with that, I believe. Just got a normal cone filter on the standard air piping, which I do really want to kind of get rid of because that's a bit, not a bit bodge, but it could be better. Well, it's kind of a bit bodge, I guess. It has obviously an intercooler. I say obviously, but I haven't told you yet that it is actually running also a 1752 turbo from JW, and it has all the normal supporting mods with the sort of EGR solution and all of that. So yeah, that's all been done. And I would guess that, well, from looking online, I couldn't tell you exactly because it's just got a black smoke map. Now, those of you that have been in the PD game for a while, from my research, will probably know that they don't exist anymore, and they were around quite a while ago for just doing like sort of cheap online maps. Now, some people say they were actually mapped quite conservatively when they done it for obviously reliability issues of not being able to see the car and whatnot. So it could be quite a safe power figure. That being said, it does pull quite well, and I'll do more of this on a full review, so I don't want to repeat myself too much. But yeah, it's done that. That's been done to it, sorry. And from my research online, that 1752 turbo will sort of be anywhere between 200 horsepower and 220, 230 horsepower, but it does pull well. As a PD owner would say, pulls like a train. But yeah, no, that it does go well for what it is, and especially the mileage. You really wouldn't believe it was this high mileage. But yeah, it does have a 1752 JW turbo as well. But that is about it for sort of engine mods wise. There's not loads done. You don't need to do loads of these to get that sort of power and whatnot. It's all just basic, very basic bolt-ons. So yeah, I'll quickly also, I don't know how well it'll come across again on video, but I was a little bit worried about how the underneath this car might be, because I know a lot of them suffer with seal, rust and rot and all of that. Now I'll show you now. I was actually really surprised by what I found. So as you can see, yeah, it's dusty and dirty, but really no real rot, no rust, nothing like that to be seen. It's actually a very, very, very clean example underneath. So yes, you might be thinking, so Gianni, why did you change this for the Fiesta? Now, as I was saying earlier, I had no intention of having this car or buying one of these. The plan was originally to sell the Fiesta and use the crapbox Civic as a daily and sort of do that up a little bit to reach the K24 swap and all that. Now that would have been perfect. However, I had the Fiesta up for 9. I got 8.8 for it. I'm not too worried about disclosing this to you guys. So I got 8.8 for it. With this in a Part X value of £1,700. I thought that's pretty fair, you know. But it also come with a brand new S6 Turbo's JW 1756 in the boot as well. And I didn't realise, but they retail at like sort of £550, £580. So actually kind of only paid £1,200–1,300 for this car, which is actually mad considering how clean it was. It does need a few things, like I said, the rocker cover gasket needs doing. I think a ball joint or maybe even just the wishbones in general could probably be in do with doing, because there's a little bit of knock. So when you turn slowly at full lock. And obviously it is on quite high mileage, so there's always a little bit of a gamble by how much longer that's going to go for. But generally the health of this is really quite high from everything I've seen and can tell so far. But yeah, it does also need a clutch, which the owner did say it very occasionally slipped, but not very often. However, I can be a little bit lead-footed, so I have noticed that it does slip a bit going up hills on full chat. And if you just stick your foot down, like for instance 4th or 5th from a bit lower down. Generally you wouldn't do that, but as it is still slipping, I would like to get it replaced. Now I've bought an organic clutch from PD parts, which I'm going to fit with a new pressure plate as well. So yeah, we'll see if that helps. And then my future plans, I probably will fit the 1756 turbo. I was going to sell it, but actually because it's a new turbo and I know it's all fresh and I probably will keep this as a long-term daily, then it just makes sense just to chuck that on really and then get it mapped properly so I know that it's running good and not got dodgy fuel in and all that. It does smoke a bit on boost as well, which obviously you do get with a tuned diesel, but to an extent you can eliminate most of that, which a proper tuner would do. So that's why I'm thinking about going to like PD parts or somewhere like that to get it done properly. But yeah, as for my plans for this, I just want to tidy it up, make it look half smart, and then kind of leave it sort of power wise where it is. Obviously the 56 gave me maybe 10, 20, 30 horsepower, but I ain't too fussed about that, to be honest. So yeah, we can do some content with this car and it'll be quite cool. Explore the PD scene a little bit. But otherwise, yes, that is it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. Leave a like, comment anything you'd like to see down below. Don't forget to subscribe. And in case you're sad about me getting rid of the Fiesta, there is one more special video to come following this video, which will be the weekend after this video will be released. And that is from my track day at Snetterton. That was great fun and really made it hard for me to sell that car. But yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye for now.